Hi, welcome to Wholeheartedly for the Lord Bible Journaling with Sherry. Today's process video is a different kind of Find It Friday. Right now, what I'm showing you is some notes that I jotted down. The Lord has been ministering to me all week. This is my old Bible, which I got the scripture from because my pastor years and years ago preached dealing with the day's disabilities with Jesus Christ, and how in Mark chapter 1 all the way up to chapter 2, the middle of chapter 2, Jesus just healed one person after the other, one person after the other, and it's all occurred in one day. So as you saw the video of Owen, my husband shared that video with me and we're both in tears, and the caption was, as you can see, when everybody plays, we all win. And he was like, that would be a great Bible journaling video. So I was like, I'm going to use that for Find It Friday. So the Find It Friday happens to be a video inspiration, and the young man, little boy, he's 9 years old, his name is Owen, and he has a rare disease where his fingers, he loves to play video games, and his fingers can't work the regular Xbox One remote controls. So Microsoft, being compassionate, they wanted everyone to be able to enjoy video games. So they made a special kind of keypad for hands such as his, that he can be able to play his Xbox game with his friends in a manner that he can achieve game playability. And so in the moving commercial, his friends are excited. He must be playing with them online in the neighborhood, and they realize that he's about to do it. He's about to win. He's about to get whatever it is that he's doing, and they're all so excited, and they're running through the neighborhood to support him, to encourage him, and they all cheered him on in the end. And then the caption comes on. As you can see, I'm just doing a recap. When everybody plays, we all win. And just thinking about Jesus and how people who were demon possessed, people who had leprosy, people who were sick, who were poor, the woman with the issue of blood, the woman at the well who was promiscuous, the woman caught in adultery, children raised from the dead, people raised from the dead, the blind was able to see, lepers were healed of their deformities on their skin because Jesus included them. And with Jesus, when everybody plays, when everyone is included, we all win. And we all have something that is malformed with us, whether it's a physical condition, an illness, a personality, anything. We all have flaws, and sometimes society and people can ostracize us because of those flaws. And society, with its elitism and its separatism and its lack of compassion, just makes certain people excluded. Poor people, people with disabilities, people from foreign countries, people who don't have what other people have, homeless people, they're just downtrodden and just pushed aside. And with Jesus, we all win. Those people who were excluded in society back then in those biblical times, Jesus included them. And the scribes and the Pharisees had a big problem with that. And that's why I use Matthew chapter 9, because when Jesus sat with the publicans and the sinners, here comes the religious group. The Pharisees had a problem and said, he eats with sinners and publicans. And Jesus said, they that behold need not a physician, but they that are sick. So those people who knew they were destitute reached out for Christ, and everyone who reached out for Christ was never rejected. When they sincerely sought him, they were never turned away. He was moved with compassion. And I remember years ago, our pastor taught us that it literally meant that his bowels turned. When it says that he was moved with compassion in the Greek, or the Greek, I don't want to say, it's not Aramaic, that's Old Testament. In the Greek, it just means that his stomach turned. He got an upset stomach because of man's condition. whether it was sin or he was just moved with so much compassion. And that commercial reminded me of Microsoft being moved with so much compassion over one little boy who wanted to play games like everyone else. And that's how Jesus is. And we who are born again, the world cannot do it, but those of us who are born again, we can show that kind of compassion. And that's what I wanted to show in this video. And so it's a different kind of Find It Friday. And I just want to encourage you to show compassion and mercy. And let me read the scripture that Jesus also said, which is another reference for this video. And then I'm going to speed it up and let you hopefully be blessed by the process. But you can understand my heart. I'm trying not to cry because that little boy, Owen, and people, they just move my heart when people are hurting and no one cares, or people who are pushed aside because they don't meet a certain standard. It just goes through me. I don't like it on any level of life. Okay. And it says at the end, it says, and Jesus went about all the cities and villages, teaching in their synagogues and preaching the gospel of the kingdom and healing every sickness and every disease among the people. But when he saw the multitudes, he was moved with compassion on them, because they fainted and were scattered abroad as sheep having no shepherd. And Jesus said, the harvest truly is plenteous, but the laborers are few. Pray ye therefore the Lord of the harvest, that he will send forth laborers into his harvest. We are laborers, beloved. We are there to show compassion. If we can't do anything else, we can show love, mercy, and compassion on those who are rejected by society. The items that I used in this video are all from my Microsoft Word and Google. I Googled images of the word sick, a homeless person, a wheelchair, fighting hunger, students in school, that they would have equity, and that not just the affluent schools, but that all students would have an opportunity to learn and have access to technology and all those things. So those pictures right there are just ways that we can be merciful and compassionate, and that Jesus is concerned about every area and facet of our lives. So it's just a mix and match of different elements that I have, because the video itself is the Find It Friday. That is the element of the essence of the video. I truly hope that you were blessed by this video and encouraged as I was and moved by it. And just remember, if I can Bible journal, so can you. And there's many creative ways that we can Bible journal. And here is another way. We gain inspiration from everywhere. And with Jesus, we all win. Hi, I felt the page would have a little bit too much of white space. So what I did was, all of these elements were printed on clear sticker paper, and I'm just adding, this was from Illustrated Faith. I don't know what they are. They're just like lines, decorative lines. I don't know, but I just cut them down and apart, and I'm just putting them, spacing them out on the page just to fill up space and just to add some more character and texture to the page.